From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
It's a draw. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On second down, looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
From the gun, give on the inside. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Wall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wall. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. On the run, it's Lincoln. Able to get 1 down to the 15. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Red pass, it's complete.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Trying to get to him. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rooney, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wall. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Coming after him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
With the catch, it's Wall. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Wall. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown, demoralizing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 10 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Temple lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They try to pop a run on the draw. Open space at the 25. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll put the tight end in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Unloads to the right. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Temple.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw on third down. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrick? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Temple lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. Looking deep. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the connection. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jordan. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the offense. with the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line, set up in such good position.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 17 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Notre Dame, 31, Temple, 17.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. Right down the gut of the field. At the 30. The 10. it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Irish!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Slams ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
He'll try to tack on one
Kicker is
more.
on for the extra point.
Right down the middle.
The kick is
They
good.
took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
38, Temple, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
They're trying to get to him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't count for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 25 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They move the tight end all over. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Give to the big fullback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for